Yeah. Y'all fall off, nigga. Yeah. See this here full of straight falling, nigga. Niggas know how to relax up in here.
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Bro,
we wish you a Merry Christmas.
What the fuck?
And a Happy New Year.
Bro, hottest shit on that mic.
I'm the only one who uses this.
It don't matter. That shit hot.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Back in the lab, back in the studio. Captain's Law Podcast. I'm your host, Robs. My host, Rick. What's good?
Yes, heavy.
That's the holiday cheer there.
In here.
The holiday cheer. This is pre-Christmas, pre-New Year's episode.
This Christmas.
And we are done for the will be a very special Christmas for me. Hey, look, if anybody gonna back you up, I'm gonna back you up.
Shit ugly as fuck.
Anyway, man, look, we appreciate y'all fooling with us. What's up, Deli? Who they? I see they won again. We'll talk about it. What we got topics for the night? Weekend recap, as always. Commanders versus Giants. We got some local stuff we're gonna be speaking about.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk a little bit of Gunna Case. We're gonna talk about Mr. Stephen Boss, aka Twitch, and just some end of the year wrap up stuff, man. So let's move on into our weekend recap. Rick, what do you got, sir? I know you was busy.
So mine's kind of like a midweek type weekend recap. So
That's really gonna start calling it week because it's always some shit later in the week.
So I was on vacation from Wednesday to Friday. We went to Camelback Resort. It snowed. It was like 5-6 inches of snow. We was chilling. Kids in the indoor water park. We didn't do no snow activities, but we still had fun. I relaxed. I got some much needed rest.
Yeah.
Wifey was there. We was chilling. The whole gang was there. We found a little hole in the wall spot we can go to now. Every time we go up there, we have fun, man. So we got back Friday, picked the dog up, had a birthday party. My man's son's birthday was on Saturday. His birthday party was on Saturday. So we went to main event in Columbia. We'll talk about that later on. But other than that, we chill, man. I caught up on some work on Sunday, watched a little bit of football, and that was it, man. Chill.
Oh, yeah. Okay. What did I do? So I had a potential sale for the motorcycle, fell through. Everybody kept offering me just low ball numbers, man. But at this point, I'm probably just gonna let the shit go because got something else cooking. So that didn't go through. Didn't take my son to practice. Mom took him this week, but I did end up going to my man Glenn joint. Shout out to Glenn. We had a poker night at his house, so that was very, very entertaining. None of us really gamble. So first we spent the first 2 hours just chopping it up because there's all of us from like middle school. So 20 plus years between everybody. We all talking, chopping it up, eating and shit. Then we get to the poker. We had like $20. I should have got out while I was ahead. That's why I don't gamble. So everybody had to bring $20. So we were probably about $130 or $40 the whole time. I think I probably had about $60 and ended up leaving with $1. So I was like, all right. So gambling is not for me, which is something I already knew. I already knew gambling wasn't for me, but I chose to still partake in the shit. So shame on me. Saturday, took Aiden to bowling per usual. He was bowling pretty good. He got a new ball and shit.
Oh, yeah.
So he got a new ball, new bag. He official out here. Nice little throw. He pretty good. I think he's gonna be working on his curve probably by next year.
Okay.
But then come to find out his team is actually they got the high score out of all the teams, which is crazy because it's some like really, really good kids playing. But it seems like every team has like that one really good ass player, and they got that one player who just ain't really picking it up. But that was Aiden at first, and now he's kind of competing with his younger cousin as far as score. So then Saturday, Harley had her dance recital.
Okay.
My boo for the dance makers was out there dancing into a TLC Merry Christmas joint.
I seen that.
And man, she ain't got no stage fright. She was in the front row. She was doing them moves. She was looking over a little bit. She's like, "No, I got it." So I was very, very, very
shout out to Harley
proud. Shout to Pook Dog. Very, very proud parent moment. But I got to get on y'all real quick. So the event was
coming.
The event was at Laurel High School. So everybody knew what time you had to be there. You had to buy your tickets and all that other shit. So the shit started at 3:00 on the dot. Like the lights was off. So first of all, they cut all the lights off. So you have like no lights in the walkway, like nothing. So it's dark as fuck. And everybody is coming in late.
It's a high school.
Like it's dark. Like
it's high school.
If this was high school dark, you take your little breezy up in there and do something strange. So it's dark as fuck. And I'm like, damn, you could have just left one light in the back. It wasn't going to jeopardize the show. But what I get it because of the kids. If the kids can't see nobody in there, they'll just go. So I figured it out the next day. But man, there was people coming in there like damn, they're tripping over each other. Everybody got their phone out and they got it up. So now you got all these lights pointed at the kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was throwing off none of their performance or nothing like that, but like it was like 30 minutes into the show and people were still pouring in the joint. So like half of the people, more than half of the families, the parents that came in there was late. So then they took a 15-minute intermission. And then at that point, everybody went back out into the hallway. And then it started up again and they was pouring in again. So I'm like, why can't they just sit the fuck down? You know what I mean? So I recorded Harley, got good little footage on her. I had to kind of stand in the cut. She did her thing. And at the end, man, the older kids, I guess they go into competitions. Man, they did really, really, really good. Like that shit looked like it was a music video type of deal, bro. So after that, chilled, man, got some rest, played a little video game, and then I watched the Commanders game. So, I watched some other football too. I will be just dropping some notable mentions in there. But that's all I got for the weekend recap, man. So without further ado, man, let's jump into football. So, man, Commanders lost. I'm not upset with the loss, man. Like, you know, they can't win every game. They won like 5 or 6 games in a row, and then you tied and then you lost. Now, yeah, does that kind of mess up the playoff implications? Yes, because apparently to the analysts, if they would have won last night, they would have had like a 91% chance of making the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And if they lost, it was going to be a 38% chance. Mm-hmm. But just to go over just the stats real quick, man, you had Heine he was what? 17 for 29, 249 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 fumbles.
Yep.
Brian Robinson, he had 12 catches for 89 yards. He's running really good. It's crazy. It's crazy that to look at his build as a running back. You would think that he would be a more sweep and out in the open, but he going right up the gut. You know what I'm saying? Then you had Jahan Dotson, 4 catches, 105 yards, and a touchdown. Yep. And then you had Terry McLaurin, 6 catches for 70 yards. Okay, so the fumbles. Yep. The fumbles definitely hurt him. But the referees really was just really put the icing on the cake, bro. So of course, Instagram and TikTok and all that, they're gonna dissect the game. And they showed literally 5 or 6 different occasions where it was defensive pass interference, specifically on Terry McLaurin that weren't called, not to mention that one call at the end zone where I didn't know that's why they put their hand up when they on the side. That's for the ref to verify that they're on the line.
Check the line, and they didn't. He verified he still got a penalty.
Yeah, he said the ref verified that I was good, and they gave him a penalty. So I'm just like, I mean, who is checking these refs? Like, it's just like how much. I just feel like there should be like a buffer time to where like if the ref made the wrong call, like you can challenge it or something. I'm just like, damn, what?
But that's where they got official reviews, and they got like a whole fucking like headquarters in New York, and they're watching these fucking games just as much as we are. So somebody could have fucking said something.
Yeah, so
that shit was bullshit.
Yeah, so I'm like, how do you miss that? Now, if they would have lost the game, that's fine. But like them calls, bro, them calls was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And this is a Sunday night game, so everybody sees it. So even if you're not a Commanders fan, like a fair game is a fair game, bro. And bad calls or no calls is noticeable. So I'll just ask you now. So they got 3 games left, win or lose. 49ers.
Win.
They gonna beat the 49ers?
Yep.
Okay. Browns
Win.
and Cowboys.
Win.
So you got them going 3-3?
Yep.
Okay. I got them going 2-1. I don't think they're gonna beat the 40. Well, I don't think they're gonna beat the 49ers. I think they're gonna get the Browns, and I think they're gonna get the Cowboys. 49ers is they hot shit right now. So
they are, but
who knows?
We always play good against teams we're not supposed to beat.
Okay, so I'm gonna definitely give them 2 out of the 1. We'll see. I'll tell you what the worst part of the game was the commentating. Bruh, Chris Collinsworth is so annoying, bruh. Like he been doing it so long that you could just tell he's just reading the script. Like I was just watching him, so I was just like, all right, let me see what type of shit he gonna talk about. He's like, yeah, I was having lunch with Coach Rivera, and here's a guy, and I'm like, bruh. He talk about Chase like Brian Robinson. I mean, this is a guy who just got shot in the knee 3 months ago, and here he is back on the field, just being the best he can for his team. He did not get shot in his knee, bro. It was in the leg. He's like, I'm just trying to figure out like how a bullet goes to the kneecap, and there's nothing happens. Yeah. Like, come on, bro. Come on, like it's a really bad, really bad. And I didn't notice it because the Commanders don't really get that many primetime games. So when you hear him talk about Tom Brady and all this other shit, I just assume he knows. But the shit he was saying yesterday was just a tad bit outlandish, bro. Like I made a TikTok making fun of him. I'm gonna do a couple more tomorrow. And lastly, man, with the Commanders, man, before I get your take on it, man, they talking about switching the quarterback. They're talking about is it time to switch quarterbacks? Are you kidding me?
No. Whoever said that is fucking
stupid. Why would you change quarterbacks for what? 1 game?
Yeah, that's he's next slide. That doesn't even make any sense.
This is shit I be talking about, bro. It's on there. I shared a link and I said this.
Who said it though? Who asked the question?
It's on the Junkies. It's a couple of clips on Instagram with him actually addressing it. I didn't get to watch that. I seen that on the way home.
Rivera
addressing it, whether they're gonna do it or not. I seen motherfuckers like it's time for Sam Howell. What are y'all watching? What are you watching? I'm looking at somebody who is not only scrambling, who running QB option plays, and he ain't running out of bounds.
Man, I seen that motherfucker take that hit yesterday.
Yeah, he got fucking smacked, bro.
Smashed. And the thing about it, he was stumbling.
Yes.
So it could have been a lot worse.
Yes. So I'm like, and you want to change quarterbacks? What you want to change quarterbacks?
That's disrespectful to that man. That's disrespectful to that man. That man just brought us on like a 6-1 or 5-1 streak.
Absolutely. You gonna fuck around and Heine gonna lead a team. He gonna go to another team and he gonna be the fucking man. And I think at the end of the day is they don't want to pay him. If this is what's really going on right now, it's just speculation. This is just internet fluff. But if you bench him right now, when you got playoff implications, that would be the stupidest shit ever.
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. That's why I was like, is this real? But then it's on multiple platforms.
That's correct. Like,
is it time to switch quarterbacks? Because he had 2 fumbles? Bro, he was getting the offensive line was crumbling.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's if the offensive line wasn't getting smashed in the first half, he would have had the fumbles.
Exactly. This was one of the
offensive line was getting demolished in the first. Like you can't put that on Heine, bro. You can't put that. If the offensive line was blocking like the fuck they were supposed to in the beginning, you wouldn't have to force him to scramble, fucking force plays, and for him to get smashed and get fumbled. And fuck no.
Yeah,
hell
right.
No. That's the offensive line. Because I'm about to say, we did have bad calls, but if it wasn't for the fucking offensive line in the first half, we'd have been fine.
Exactly.
We would have won, regardless of the calls.
You're right. And honestly, me watching the game at second half and I seen the score and I seen what was happening, I kind of had a feeling. I was like, I don't think they're going to be able to really dig themselves
out
of
this.
this.
Driving back, and we was on the fucking goal line.
It was driving big time. Like
that
easy.
Penalty killed us.
It killed the game.
That penalty killed the game because we would have been tied up. Oh no, he'd have went for 2. Not saying if he would have made it or not, but he would have went for 2.
You still would have put yourself in a better
still would have put in a better chance.
Yeah,
like, come on, man. That
Yeah.
shit was trash. I was blown after that.
That's okay though, man. But I mean, I would say this, man. You know, you can definitely tell that like the fan base is either growing or kind of getting back to how it was. I felt like the game was loud the entire time,
Yeah,
which is never the case. I've worked there and it don't be fucking loud like that. I felt like it was loud the whole time. It was giving y'all these bold new graphics and shit and all that up there. And Taylor Heineke, what university? I was like, y'all don't never do that shit. Y'all don't never call y'all names and say what school y'all went to. Never. So they was letting y'all do y'all thing today, man. And then of course there was a lot of questions as could they have won if Chase Young? Listen, Chase Young is one. I'm gonna say that he is one person. Yes, he is really good, but he is one person, and at this point, if he ain't played, you might as well just let him chill.
That's what we've been saying.
Just let him. I mean, you're gonna bring him in, and you're gonna take somebody's spot with the guy Mathis, who's already been doing good. It's like, why? Don't jeopardize that just to bring him in because he was essentially the best person in the draft.
That is nice, chill. Excuse me, and they're gonna have to fight for next season.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, and notable mentions for the Colts, who were up by 33 points. They were up 33 to 0 at the half and lost the game. Matty Ice, it's time to go, sir. And Jeff Saturday, you bugging. You supposed to been pulled him, bro.
Bro, that's crazy.
I was for sure the game was over, and you telling me you let Kirk Cousins and them come back.
Hey, look, and I at half, first thing I said, oh, Chizzy going through it.
Oh my God, Chizzy probably pulling his dreads out.
Man,
and now and some shit like that
came into the chat talking shit,
bro. Let me tell you something.
I said, oh, my
you can't
God.
tell him nothing. Even if they go to playoffs and the Vikings is the first team out, you can't tell Chizzy shit off of that. Even though the Colts is still some shit. 33 points. No matter who the team is, that's crazy.
The hole was tight.
And also notable mention to the Patriots, who instead of just electing to go to overtime, you tried to do this. You tried to do this running and throw the ball back, lateral passes, and you threw it to the other team. They ran the shit back and won the game. Last play of the game. I'm like, bruh, I can't make this shit up, man. This shit look like Madden. Like, did you see that?
Yeah, I seen it.
Bruh, crazy. So notable mentions to them.
I was like, you're dumb. And I just
they're dumb as fuck. But that's enough on the sports. Local stuff. What we got on the menu for the local stuff, man?
So, a couple things. First and foremost, a spot that me and wifey we like to frequent, Ivy Winery, which is where Love used to be. It's fucking shutting down.
Yep.
They are closing.
January 1st, effective date. This is City Winery. I was at Ivy House.
I mean, City Winery.
City Winery.
Yeah.
We were just in there.
Yeah, we was there not too long ago.
We were just in there when we went to the I Am Athlete.
Yep. And Ivy City right next to it.
So
why shutting that shit down?
Why is it shutting down?
They are shutting it down because of the high crime rate in that area. They said that they need armed guards for their fucking security guards.
This is leaving the area? Yeah, I mean, you got a homeless shelter right on the backside, and you got a hood right on the other backside. I mean, what you expect? You listen. Tell y'all ain't gonna be able to motherfucking you ain't gonna be able to whitewash everything. All right, it's just some places you're not gonna be able to take over.
They shutting that shit down.
I feel like it was abrupt though. Damn, like
they like fuck it. They was like, we can't take this shit no more. We shutting this shit down.
Where you think they're gonna put it? Well, where I
don't know. They just said that they're closing. It doesn't say that they're relocating or whatever. It just said they're shutting this shit down.
Okay, so
it's like, where else would it fucking go?
Where do you think it could go, and where, if you could choose, where would you put it?
I don't know, man. It's fucking put it on 8th Street, some fucking way. I don't know.
You would keep it in DC?
Yeah, it's DC Winery, right? Well, City Winery, so it got to be in the city. I don't think they're gonna change it. That whole DC element vibe to it, right? They done built all that shit around there because of it.
That's true.
So keep it in the city. Don't take it away.
But where though? Like,
I don't know, bro. That's what I said. I don't know.
It definitely needs to be somewhere where it's some adequate parking. Like,
yeah, it needs to be like a standalone somewhere.
It needs to be a standalone. Like, if it was like a Howard Theater type of deal, like I wouldn't care because I think Howard Theater is just a good spot. And it's not, too much shit going on. I was thinking about that too. It's like my first instinct was to move to Maryland, but I think that you would I don't know. I mean, are people
Yeah,
really
gonna
still
be-
going to pull up to it, or? And then it's like if you pull it in Maryland, where you gonna put it?
Yeah, everywhere.
You gonna put it in down? Some people were saying downtown Largo.
No, fuck no.
They got the space.
We don't need nothing else over here.
You don't think so?
We don't need nothing else over here.
What was that one little spot? LeVar Arrington spot. That was right. Was it sideline or some
Sideline,
shit?
yeah.
Sideline was a little ratchet, but that jump was the shit though. I
So
think
was Gladys Knight.
I don't think that you can. That's the only place I can think of if I was to do it to Maryland. I never even thought about putting it in DC.
Put it back and just leave it in DC. But
Okay.
it's just unfortunate that they're closing it down because of the crime rate.
Oh hell no! Hold up. Ralph says Chinatown. Hey, where? Shit, you got Capital One right there. That's the worst place you can put it. It's gonna be worse. Then you got the motherfucking whatever them folks that be standing on the box talking all day. You got them. You got the bums. You got the motherfucking the fair jumpers. No sir, it need to be a stand alone.
Jumpers.
Like if you could put that. Okay, I would say this. You could put that shit like maybe up Columbia Heights somewhere. Maybe. What'd you think? Columbia Heights?
No. Just leave it in the city.
That's in DC.
I mean, yeah, no, just leave it like downtown somewhere. Fucking put it over there. What? Nah. Nope. I wouldn't even put it in either. I don't know where the fuck they put it at.
You could put that bitch in Southeast somewhere.
Put it on the Wolf.
That's not a bad idea either.
Put it on the Wolf.
I mean, if they really want to do something, man, at a place that we frequent a lot, I mean, I would say Southeast, but you kind of be depending on where you're going to put it. You might be moving from one issue to the same issue.
Yeah, to the same issue. Yeah,
could be worse.
Yeah, it can definitely be worse. That doesn't necessarily mean shit. It might just be saying fuck it and might not be relocating them all together. You know what I mean? And just be shutting the shit down, or they just, you know what I mean? Like it's like the way shit is now is not making it easy for business owners at all.
Absolutely
Right,
not.
especially small business owners, which is going to lead to my next point.
Okay.
It's another local business, black business, Popcorn Bag DC. I've never had any of her products, but I've always heard nice things about them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice popcorn, they taste good. She's been at the fucking Commanders game. She's done pop-ups. Like she's actually doing really, really well. But she has a storefront on Branch Avenue.
That's the only one.
Nah, she got I think she got something else, but that was like I guess like the first one, I guess I assume.
Okay.
Or one of the main establishments. But regardless of the fact, she made an announcement a couple days ago saying that she's closing it. Right. So of course she was very transparent. So I commend her for that. But she was just saying, like, you know, I got the building in 2018. It took me 2 years to get permits. So what does that mean? She was trying to get building permits during fucking COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Which she still had to pay for rent, electricity, and all that stuff, and she's not even making money yet. Then, you know, she said that once she did get everything open, she was like, you know, she did realize before time that Branch Avenue is not a place where people would want to go. They would, you know, turn their head up to it, but she put her establishment in that location in order to try to change that.
Where's it at on Branch?
I can't remember exactly.
Not like close to Iverson Mall or nothing.
No.
Further up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's coming from the aspect or the point of I'm trying to put back into my community, right, to better us and, you know, promote Black excellence. But she was very transparent. She said it was weeks, not days. It would be weeks where that fucking location wouldn't even make a fucking dollar. Because nobody's coming in there.
We talked about this.
She was like, nobody's coming in there, or people are saying shit like, oh, well, you know, your popcorn is too expensive. Who's going to charge $11 for a bag of popcorn? And then she was like, well, do you know how much these kernels cost? Do you know how much this sugar costs? Not to mention everything else I have to take into account of in order to, you know what I mean? So she was very upset. She was crying the whole nine. And I felt kind of fucking bad because what happened was a lot of people don't understand that's what business owners go through. Like, especially a lot of small businesses. But then, you know, I'm not saying all Black businesses are good, right? But everybody, for the most part, you can pretty much tell or pick and choose or know somebody who's been somewhere where you can get kind of a scoop on the business before you go ahead and go forth with the process. But it's not all. But you got the ones that do ruin it for most people. But the ones that are, that's a dying breed.
It is. Especially the ones who want to put them back. Listen,
man, she was this lady was, it wasn't like it was like her, her friend, like she felt bad because, it's people that helped her, you know what I mean? She was like, I leave from one business to go to another. She was like, I'm by myself. I ain't got no husband, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, I'm just trying to give back. And she was like, yeah, people just thinking I'm riding around here and I'm making all this money. No, I'm not. And I was like, if she ain't telling the truth, boy, I don't know what the fuck is.
That's crazy.
Like,
bro.
that shit is not easy. Just because people see that and they think that you're busy all the time or whatever, or they're seeing what they just have this assumption that you're out here getting money. That doesn't necessarily mean that's not the truth, right? Everybody going through shit.
Yeah. And especially, like, I think I know I commented on this a while back. Like, are you really willing to because a lot of people say, oh man, the Arabians and the Chinese, they making money off of us and carry outs and the liquor stores and all that. And then I always pose that question, like, but are you willing to go and make something similar to what they're doing in your own neighborhood or in these low income or whatever you want to call them bad areas? I'm just very transparent. No, I'm not. I'm not going to do it. I said if I did anything, I would open a gas station and somebody else would run it because I'm just get the gas and roll, get the snacks and roll. But like you go out here and you try to do that, but let a goddamn a Chipotle, Wingstop, quick way chain get put in there. They on top of that shit. But then if somebody do something like that, something out of the box, and then it's too expensive. You know what I'm saying? But if it was something, I'm calling what it is. If it was anybody besides somebody black that was running that shit, they'd be in there buying that shit. And but just again, this is the thing where people always assuming, because we the same or we the same race that you supposed to be hooking it up. Hell fucking nah.
Then she also talked about the shit, the struggle that she's dealing with because in Virginia and DC, they're still getting government assistance for small businesses has been extended. It's not the case in Maryland. So she's not even getting government assistance no more that they was getting during COVID. DC and Virginia still are. That shit got extended. So she was just like, I love y'all, but she was like, I'm not willing to sacrifice everything I have.
No.
And I was like, good on you.
And she shouldn't. Man, look.
Fuck no.
I don't give a fuck what nobody say, bro. Like a lot of these people out here, they don't give a fuck about nothing you doing. If you ain't hooking it up, if they ain't got the inside scoop, they don't care. There are a lot of people out here who genuinely do want to fuck with you, but there's the same amount of people who don't give a shit. So it's gonna be people who don't give a shit that she even shut this joint out. It's people who don't give a shit that she done fucking cried and say how she pretty much ain't making no bread, but she try to pull back in her community. It is a bunch of people out here like, who gives a fuck? It's just gonna keep scrolling. That's why it's like, I mean, big salute for even having the courage to do that, but I'm not doing it. No, sir. If I'm building a business, depending on what it is, that shit gonna be out here somewhere, or I ain't doing it at all. I'm going to a different state. I need to guarantee I'm getting some money.
Yeah,
location.
I'm pretty sure that I based off of what I seen, I know that's not her only location, but that was just one of her locations.
Well, hopefully, the other businesses are still doing what they need to do.
Oh no, she's still. I mean, of course, a majority of the people, still going to support her. Like I said, she has like she sells popcorns at the stadium and they sell out.
Oh, so she's cashing out. Yeah.
So, but even besides that, even though she's doing that, that's not what I mean. Like her overhead and everything else that she's going through is being covered. You know what I mean? It's just her, and her son, and kind of basically like a family run business. So, but best of luck to her.
Best of luck to you, ma'am.
With all that shit going on, you never that just goes to show that you really don't understand or know what people are going through, especially around the holidays. Which is going to lead into our next point.
Okay.
Sir Twitch. What's his fucking full name?
Oh, whoa. Before we get there, I got some local shit too. I do want to get there. So this is speaking of restaurants. I know you had an issue with Main Event.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you hit Main Event first because it kind of ties into the comment I was gonna make.
So went to main event, Columbia Mall. Saturday, worst fucking shit.
Explaining
ever.
it what main event is. just 'cause
Main
they don't know.
event is like Dave and Buster's. You got laser tag, you got bowling, you got pool tables, and you got a shit ton of arcades and all this other shit. You swipe the card, you got the credits on the card, all that other shit. So and it's just like Dave and Buster's. So it was my homeboy's son birthday. We went to go celebrate. So then I'm just like, me, I'm people surroundings or whatever. I was like, something's gonna happen. I just see it because it's way too many people. You know what I mean? We don't really do big crowds too much. Like it was way too busy for the bar to be that empty, but it started getting packed. So I was like, I was like, something's gonna happen. So I was like, me and Tasha was like, come on, let's go get something at the bar, then we'll go back to the park. So we try to get something to drink and some wings real quick. Got there. It's a couple sitting next to us. And we order our food. I get an old fashioned, some wings. Tasha get a strawberry mojito and some wings as well. I got buffalo. She got garlic parm. And the lady, she gets her salad. So as soon as the lady is receiving her salad, she's looking at it and she's just like, what kind of lettuce is this? He was like, it's romaine lettuce. She was like, this looks like Subway lettuce. She was like, can we get like the actual like long regular lettuce? I'm like, what the fuck is long regular lettuce?
What's regular lettuce?
And I heard him when he dropped it off, and he said chopped house salad. So if you don't know what a chopped salad is, that's just your lettuce sliced up or chopped, right? Sometimes they're thin and stringy, almost kind of sort of like Subway lettuce. It just all depends on how they chop it, but that is what a chopped house salad is, right? So on her house salad, you normally got your tomatoes, your croutons, your cucumbers, your carrots. You got the works, right? She had nothing on her fucking salad but just croutons. So I'm like, you're sitting here worried about what the lettuce looks like, and your salad is fucked up.
You don't even have all your shit.
You don't even got all your shit. Then the lady, her friend or her spouse or whoever it was that was next to her, she had a Caesar salad. Her shit looked good. It looked sweet. The lady started eating her salad. Shorty was like, nope, we don't want none of these salads. After she started eating the junk, she was like, nope, you can take them off. So I'm like, now this motherfucker's about to be mad. I was like, so as soon as he said that, they started talking shit about the fucking restaurant. So I'm like, all right, I'm like, come on now. Obviously, y'all don't know what the fuck romaine lettuce is and what the chopped salad is, and you can't read. So we're just gonna leave it at that. Then the drinks came out. Then the bartender brought the drinks. And she had said something, and you can tell he got flushed a little bit. And he came back to me. He was like, so what did you want again? I was like, an old fashioned.
Man. So
now she wants a strawberry mojito. So now he's starting to fuck up. So then he brings me out drinks, right? And I'm looking at it. And I have like a regular fucking drinking glass with a cube of ice. I have this much fucking Maker's Mark and nothing else. That is not an old fashioned.
Where's the banana peel?
It's not.
I'm sorry. Where's the orange peel?
So it's supposed to be simple syrup, muddled orange. I don't know how the fuck you said banana peel. I don't know what fucking old fashions you drinking that got banana peels in them. It was way off. Fucking King Kong, but goddamn. But like, let me tell you what it is. It was the cube of ice in there. It was a shot of Makers. It was a orange rind in that motherfucker, and that was it.
Was a child making the drinks?
Fucking Tasha got goddamn tequila water with strawberries in it because it didn't taste like not one fucking mojito. So she had to add sweetener to her shit. I was like, it's not even no need for me to use this fucking straw. So I threw the straws, took it as a shot because that's what the fuck it was. And I asked for a double. The wings came out. Another group came next to us. They trying to start ordering stuff. He was like, oh no, y'all gotta wait. So they got irritated. And he was like, because I gotta get these people drinks, and like the whole fucking backside of the bar was down. I was like, oh my god. So then now they talking shit about the dude. So I'm just like, look, man, this motherfucker. I still want my drinks. We still trying to eat our fucking food. I don't want no smoke. I hate. And then it's just like the motherfucker was like 3 feet in front of us, so he heard everything that they're saying.
Oh, man. You know,
and you could tell he's just mad. and he's just making the drinks and just talking shit, just talking shit. And I'm just
you know what I do in that? I've been in a situation. You know what I do in that sense? I'd be like, big dog. Don't even worry about them. Go ahead, get me out of the way. I'm gonna take care of you. Like, go ahead. I've done that before.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. After that, I was like, hey, bro, let me just get the tech. And I did take care of him, right? But the thing about it is, it's just like, why people go to places looking to complain for shit.
So why even go?
Why even go?
Did they have enough servers?
No. You know, I mean, what if they did, but wasn't nobody really doing shit. It was just one dude and like a half of a bartender. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He was asking people. The black dude was, you know, he was out there trying to get his money. So he was trying to get to as many customers as he can, while the white guy, the other bartender, he was just like, not that race matters, but trying to describe the story. The other guy, he was just like, hey, what can I get you? I said, oh boy, got us already. He was like, okay. You see what I'm saying? So like they probably had their own competition of who was trying to get people or whatever. But that shit was just unprofessional as fuck, man. And old boy definitely don't know how to make drinks. Sorry. But then it was just a lot going on. But my biggest thing and my biggest complaint is people go out looking for shit to complain about. So it's a fucking it's romaine lettuce. Regardless of the fact romaine lettuce is shit. It's nothing, it's not good for you. There's no vitamins, no nothing. That shit's water. So if anything, complain about that, but complain about what the fuck you're supposed to get. A chopped salad. You had nothing on that fucking plate. Nothing but croutons.
You know the crazy thing about these restaurants, bro, is like I feel like to certain places, like dining in restaurants is kind of like I feel like it's in jeopardy, bro.
Yeah, it's
and,
not. It's
and I would say this. So after Harley's performance on Saturday, we was like, we gonna get something to eat. So we was like, let's just go to Fridays. Now I said, I said this the kids eat that shit, you know. So I said, well, let's go to the one by the house because if we going to go to Fridays from here, I'm pretty sure the majority of the parents are going to take their kids to the same place, and we're gonna be waiting. So we go to the one in Bowie. I don't like the one in Bowie because there's nobody there. So we go in the joint, and the lady like, oh yeah, it's a 15-20 minute wait. So I'm like, I see a whole section empty. So only 2 people sit at the bar, and you got maybe 10 tables on the right side, and still half the table was empty. So I'm like, the fuck? So we sitting there, about 20 minutes go by. I was like, I'm gonna go check over at Smoky Bones. I go over to Smoky Bones. They telling me it's a half-hour wait, and it's the same situation. So I'm coming back, and I was like, what am I waiting for? And she's like, sir, we only have 2 servers. I said, let's go. 2 servers, bro, on a Saturday night.
Damn.
2 servers. Yeah, one lady, and she's running around like she's a fucking head cut off. 2 servers. This is the second time we went in there, and we dealt with something similar like that. We should have went to BJ's Brewery. They got plenty of servers in that bitch. But 2 servers, bro. I don't know how many Smoky Bones had, but I would like to think maybe they only had like 3 or 4 because literally the whole other side, they wasn't even letting people sit on the other side because there's nobody there. It's like no point in letting you in.
Damn.
So it's like it's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to get seated immediately and then be waiting a half hour or 45 minutes to get served, or do you want to wait in the lobby area to get served? So people was coming in, waiting, and leaving. But the thing that I was noticing, 9 out of 10 people that was coming in there was for pickup orders.
Oh yeah.
Nobody was coming. They was like, we're not sitting down. We want the shit to go. And it was the same thing for Smoky Bones. So it's like, damn, bro, like, is the waiter and the waitress going extinct? Or they just like, shit, there's something else I can do because we're not getting paid enough money?
Probably both. But I think that's only this. And I think that's, well, I can't say I think this is only in our area.
I think it's just a Bowie thing because it's
it's not even that. I mean, it's definitely something. I think it's definitely our area because I haven't seen it nowhere else yet.
No,
but here.
No, it's
like we went to this hole in the wall joint. They have 4 or 5 servers in that joint. It was empty.
Yeah, I definitely think it's location.
We went to, where else we went to? Went to just us going to the grocery store. It's packed in the grocery store. Not with fucking, in a snowstorm, mind you. It's packed with fucking employees. Hey, you need help with anything? No, you good? No, I'm fine. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, thanks. You need anything? I'm right over here. My name's John. Have a good day.
And then you come out here.
You come over here. I can't even get the broad that's scanning my goddamn groceries to fucking say hello.
You got one register and everybody else self-checkout. They would look. I was in the Target and they was pushing people to go to self checkout. This lady had a shopping cart full of shit, and she had motherfucking like a rug sticking out. I'm like, self checkout.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck.
Ain't nobody scanning no fucking rug. Like, get your ass over here and put that shit in the fucking bag, dog. Like, this shit is crazy, man. But yeah, I thought it was an observation. Like, damn, like y'all only got 2 servers because we went in that bitch a couple months before in the summertime, and it was the same way. But
I didn't know that joint started was on a decline like that because that.
But don't nobody go. Don't nobody go. Look, don't nobody go to that movie theater.
Yeah.
Don't nobody go to that Fridays. Don't nobody go to that Smoky Bones.
But that Friday used to be bumping. Smoky Bones used to be bumping too.
They both used to be bumping, dog. But even the Jerry Seafood in there, I don't even know who. I never been in there.
Oh, that shit's bomb as fuck.
Is that
Jerry Seafood's bomb as fuck? Go in there and get the crab bomb.
Is that the bag?
No,
seafood?
fuck no. Fuck
okay,
no.
cool.
That's like the crab cakes, seafood plat. Like that is like legit seafood.
Okay.
You ain't been in there? Go in there.
Yeah, I don't want no bag boy or shit.
No, they ain't no. I don't like the bag boy shit. No, that's like legit seafood. You go in there, ask for the crab bomb.
Okay,
it's good as fuck.
Duly noted. All right. On to some not so cool news. Stephen Boss, also known as Twitch, commits suicide at 40 years old. You might know him as the DJ on the Ellen DeGeneres show. He was also on the Do You Think You Could Dance show. This was a dancing motherfucker. Always seemed like he was a happy person. I don't know him personally. I didn't follow him, but whenever I seen him, he was dancing or he was smiling. He had a sweet little hat on. And died. Self-inflicted gunshot wound, man. You know, in a motel like a mile from his house. Shit's crazy out here, man. And I know we can sit here and say, or you know, people got money or people who don't got money, you know, therapy, everyone has access to therapy and, you know, check on your loved ones. I still believe that, man, if somebody going to do, if that's what's going to get done, it's going to get done. I don't think that we don't even know if he went to therapy. You know, was he already going to therapy? Was anybody already checking up on him? We don't know any of that. All we know is that he took his life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my heart goes out to his family, but you just don't know. Like, you don't know what he been going through. And it's like, you could think that, you know, these people out here got money. People be having a lot of money, be millionaires, and shit like this happens. So I don't know, man. You just never know, man. I just say cherish your loved ones best you can, because you just never know what somebody's capable of when they just feel like, all right, I can't take this shit no more.
Nope.
You know, what do you think? Your thoughts on it?
So most definitely condolences, right? And, you know, rest in peace. To the young man. It's a difficult topic, right?
Very.
So a lot of people do not like discussing it. And to your point, if somebody's going to do it, they're going to do it regardless of what you do, right? To try to stop it. But there's always a chance, right? So the biggest thing is, I think that we fail as people, and I'm just talking about everybody in general, is we fail to recognize the signs. And they're there. They're always there. No matter how small or minute or, you know, how much you play it off or decide to take it serious, the signs are always there, right? You know, if you got somebody that's constantly stressing about the same thing, especially around the holiday times, like the holiday time season is the worst. You know what I mean? So, you know, you never really truly know what anybody's going through unless you ask, unless you talk, unless you converse. So, one thing I can always say, and just me speaking from experience, right, dealing with it on different ends of the spectrum as far as suicide in general, is check up on your folks, like legit check up on them. Like, hey man, what's going on? How you doing? And it was like, oh, I'm good. No, like really, like, how are you doing? Like, I haven't talked to you in a while. No shit crazy, blah, 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 blah. And just go from there, man. Sometimes some people just need to vent. Sometimes a lot of people yourself, you don't even realize that you're stressed out or depressed, right? And it takes somebody on the outside to let you. So, you know, and within our, I would say our households, as far as the Black community, like going to go see a therapist was frowned upon back in the day, right? And it's, you know, it's taken on as a stereotype. I'm telling you right now, therapy works. Seek it.
It does.
I've used it a few times for different reasons.
I'm going back.
You know what I mean? So I always encourage somebody to talk to. If you don't want to go to therapy, right, and You got your whole pride thing. That don't necessarily mean that you don't have nobody to call or talk to or whatever. So make sure you utilize your own resources, right? Create your own resources. Reach out, especially if you know somebody who's alone during the holidays and shit like that. Those are the people you might want to check up on the most. You know what I mean? Other than that, like I said, condolences to the family. Rest in peace to that young man. It's unfortunate that he did have to take his life like that, because he did look like he was a fun-loving gentleman, right? Every time that I seen him, he was dancing and singing or whatever. He seemed happy.
Yeah,
he seemed happy. So you assumed everything else was, and that obviously wasn't the case. So that's all I got on that topic.
And that's how it is. I also want to say, man, definitely check up on everybody. You know what I'm saying? But definitely check on them people, man. Who in your eyes, them very successful people, them people who you feel like, who feel like it looks like in your eyes that they got it all figured out. And that's something that I kind of deal with. I'm one of the more successful folks in my family. Just using an example, not taking no shots or nothing. But for a while, I was perceived as like, oh, he's got it all figured out. He lives in a mansion and he's got this, that, and the third. I had a conversation with my mom and I was like, Mom, I was like, I'm still your son. I was like, you still need to check in. I'm like, you may think that, because, I done kind of figured out a couple of things in life kind of without your guidance that like, I don't still need my mother to check in on me and make sure. I was like, I'm still your son. I'm still your baby. And yeah, we both got the hard shell when it comes to certain stuff, but no one knows me more than you.
Mark.
So like check in. And that's just even like when you were sick. And I'm like, hey, you good? You know what I'm saying? You good? What's the doc? Like, it don't take but a second.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And regardless, if you might look at it as, what the fuck? Why does Nick keep texting me? But you can't say I didn't check on you though. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just the small shit. Like you ain't talk to somebody in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a good man. You know what I'm saying? And we hung out and we had all hung out as a unit in a minute, dog. And I was just watching him and I can tell like he was having so much fun. And we was just chilling, just like a little kickback at the crib. Mm-hmm. And because he hadn't really been on the scene like that, he was just having so much fun. I talked to him today. He's like, man, yes, the other day was so fun. I said, I can tell you was having fun, bro. I was like, I'm glad you were. Mm-hmm. But like still, every now and then I got to check on him. I got a dude that I served with when I was in the Marines. I've been out for 15 plus years. And this motherfucker calls me or I call him every 3 months. And this is the whitest white person that I know. Good friend of mine. And we will call when we was in Houston, he called. And we just talked on the phone for about an hour. Like Little was with me. And we were just all on the phone, just talking about anything.
Right.
But like that's him checking on me. He's like, hey man, I didn't talk to you in a little minute. I gotta make sure you're okay. What you doing, you little bitch? Like that's how we told each other. His name on my phone is shit stain. That's what I've been calling him. But like that shit means a lot, though. Like check on your folks, man. Like at least if something like this happened, knock on wood, man. At least you would feel like, well, I feel like I did. I did the best that I can do in that capacity, and maybe it just wasn't enough for that person.
Yep.
That's enough of that, man. Oh, Gunna wanna be telling more motherfuckers, whatever it is. Look, y'all think, you think he told, bro?
I don't know, man. Shit don't make sense to me.
Do y'all know who Gunna is in the comments? I just want to let you know. Just real quick. Just go over quick. Gunna is one of the folks that is with what the government is calling a gang, YSL, Young Stoner Life. I'm sorry, ran by Young Thug, and him and about 25 other people are currently locked up. And Gunna, also known as his real name, Sergio Kitchens. I would never thought that.
I'm gonna call that nigga Gunna too.
That shit that caught me off guard. I was like, Sergio, what you mix with?
Call that motherfucker Sergio.
They got jammed up, man. I'm just gonna read some of the charges, man. So you got racketeering, murder, aggravated assault, theft, drug possession, and street gang activity. It's 56 different charges. Yep. And all of a sudden, Gunna, who, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, ain't he right up there?
Yes.
With Young Thug?
Yes.
Allegedly pleads guilty and gets out of jail.
Alfred plea.
An Alfred plea, whatever
Alfred
that
plea
means.
means that he pled guilty while maintaining his innocence. I
never heard no shit. Who the fuck is Alfred? What the fuck? Come on, bro.
Never heard of that. And then he was supposed to he got, with the plea deal, he got sentenced to 5 years, but got time served for doing a year in jail, and the other 4 years were dismissed.
So that's it.
So he's done. No more jail time. He is out.
Listen, ain't no
56
way.
charges.
Ain't no way. Ain't no look.
It ain't like no scamming, credit card fraud. We talking about murder and some other shit. 56 charges, and you get out time served.
And Young Thug still looking at 20.
And still looking at 20. Now, I will say, now, of course, everybody got their own reaction. Everybody saying, yep, welcome home. Everybody else saying here's snitch. But look, I think one person probably said the most valid statement that everybody should hold true, and that's Lil Duval. You see what he said?
No, what'd he say?
Lil Duval said, we can't call Gunna a snitch until Young Thug says so. That is the most valid fucking statement on the planet. So if Thug come out and say, yeah, he a fucking snitch, oh, it's over.
Because he gonna know.
Because he gonna know.
It's gonna affect him.
Exactly.
Oh!
You see what I'm saying?
That's good.
So if Gunna ain't, so basically right now, Lil Duval saying the Young Thug ain't say nothing, leave him alone. Let that man have his peace. Don't label him no nothing right now. But if Thug come back and say, oh yeah, he's 6'9", he's snitching, oh, it's over for him.
You're right, dog. I ain't think about that. Dang, I listen.
It's over for him. And then on top of that, he automatically trying to get back in. Because don't get me wrong, Gunna was a big person. You know, he was a big supporter, giving back to his community, the whole nine. He always did all that shit. That was like a regular thing for him. So it's not out the ordinary for him to try to do that right before Christmas, right? As soon as he gets out of jail. They fucking cancel the goddamn event. He's supposed to give him like $100,000 away. Like toys and shit like that.
As much as they want that money, it's not gonna be. It's not good.
Like, no, hell no.
You think you can go without like ever hearing Young Thug music again?
Well, if R. Kelly can make music in jail, Young Thug can.
He say he ain't do that shit, but I mean,
whatever. They can still make music in jail, bro.
Hey, look. Ralph says, I mean, street code go out the window when you're looking at the Georgia State time. Yeah. I mean, listen, he could have just said, fuck it, I can't do the time. So it is what it is. But, I mean, it could be that, like, we won't know. I guess we will have to wait for Young Thug to say it. And I'm pretty sure
we're going to have to. Now, Gunna did make a statement. He did say, as promised, I said I will tell the truth, but I did not testify. I did not cooperate. I did not provide any statements. I did not talk about my friends. Like he's making that shit clear that he did not snitch. So as the outside looking in, I'm a civilian. I'm not no gang. I'm a civilian. Look, to me, based on how I was raised in street code and what I see, it looked like he snitched. That's just me assuming. It looks. Now, if that's the fact, I don't know. I'm not the judge. I don't see the paperwork. I don't know, but it's just wild as shit that he was facing 56 charges and now he's free with time served after doing a year. But like I said, we can't do shit. We can't label nothing. Not saying anybody can do anything. I mean, as far as like judge him, right? Can't nobody judge him or say anything until Young Thug comes out and say that he's a snitch or not. And I think that's valid. That's it.
Man, free Thug, man. I've been in the trenches. They tried to be specific. I fell in love my bitches, man. He had a couple hits, man. If he just give me one song from jail for that 20 years, man, I'll be all right. Just give me one. Just give me 1-2 mixtapes a year. Come on, Judge. We will be following that shit closely, all right? We will be following. But last but not least, man, it's the end of the year, bro. It's the end of the year. It's Christmas.
Chrima.
It's Chrima. New Year's coming up. And it's also 1 year, man, that you've been on the pod.
Yeah.
So I just briefly, I just want to just get some thoughts, some oversight, man, on how it feels to have done this with me for a year.
The thing about it is, it don't even seem like it's been a year. It
The
seems
shit
like
went quick, bro.
It went by quick. It seems like it's been longer than that. Not saying that that's a bad thing, but it seems like we've been doing it for a while. So I think that just goes to show the levels of chemistry that we have, right? We improved the show together, made changes, right? Had some good shit going on this year, man. So it was fun, man. Had fun.
Absolutely.
If it wasn't fun, I wouldn't be here. So
absolutely. Look, I definitely enjoyed it. I mean, we definitely went through a lot. We done both got fucking hurt. We done both been sick multiple times.
Man.
And still being able to get people the good content, man. So I definitely appreciate you on that, sir. Definitely, man. For 2023, man, I want to put the foot on the gas, man. I want to do a lot more, man. Just do shit more efficiently. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing good stuff, but there's always a fine tune, man. You can always tighten a few screws, man, and just make the shit move a little better. So. We invested in some cameras, man, some different services. It's going to be some changes coming in 2023. This will be our last live, unless some shit is really popping. This will be our last live. Lives are cool. It's good to talk to y'all. But, as I've stated before, you kind of lose a lot on the post-production side. As far as planning, life happens. And sometimes, we can't get out here on the time that we want to get here. We have to push it back. We have to reschedule it. We just have to not do it. We plan on having guests, and I just want to be relaxed. You know what I'm saying? I know there's been times where you coming from handling your business and it's 6:59 and we come in here sitting down and we rolling. I feel better, and I think we put out a better product when we're not rushing. Shit is planned, and we can really bounce ideas off each other. You know what I'm saying, and go from there. So. That's the plan. And we'll be making that announcement. We might possibly be changing the release date. We'll talk about that later. And that's mainly for post-production. So just to be transparent on how this works, how this whole shit works, we're recording right now on StreamYard and it's live. So once this is done, StreamYard has everything saved in the cloud. And all I have to do is once it's done, go back to the main page and then click on the episode 115. And hit download audio and video. So once that downloads, I already have it. It's already on YouTube. It's live. So we're on YouTube. We're on 3 different Facebooks. So I don't have to go to YouTube and upload anything. It's on there. But, what comes down in the future when we're doing topics or, we're doing dad joke alert, you know what I'm saying? I can have more shit, more graphics on the screen. We can have better thumbnails. We can just prep better. We can promote better. We can do a lot more. We just take our time.
Yep.
So say we can continue to record Monday nights, but you guys might not get the footage until Thursday. Mm-hmm. And that's because, it'll take me a day or 2 or 3, depending on how long the episode is, to dress it up, more angles, correct any lighting or audio issues, put it out, and then already kind of have clips to put out. So that's the plan. So with that being said, we're done after the day, and we're gonna see y'all in January because we're gonna take that time to enjoy Christmas and New Year's with our families and loved ones. So we're gonna turn the hell up.
Yes, sir.
So you got anything, sir? Or
You
is it
know
that time?
I do.
As soon as this knee get right, I'm gonna get sturdy in this bitch one time.
Oh my God! Please don't
Watch.
No.
I'm gonna get sturdy on you in here.
Not Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke do go hard though. But all right, anyway, so
the beat was cracking. Go ahead.
What do you call a lady who sets fire to all of her bills? Bernadette. Got him. of that.
All right. That might have. I give you that. I give you that. That might be your best one there. All right, y'all. We out. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry Chrima.
Captain out.